Welcome to BattleBots at Home, the show where anything can happen. And tonight we continue the third round of the Fight Night format as more and more bots finish their pre-seasons. As you can see, we have an incredibly destructive lineup of bots ready to smash, crash, and bash each other into submission. Barnacles will be taking on Caution in a battle of modular robots. Heavy hitters such as Glass and Slick will be hoping to completely destroy their opponents. And for our main event, it's the best Crusher in the competition going up against the best full body spinner in the competition. It's 87 versus Mr.Slice in a battle to see who will go 3-0. But for our opening fight, it's the 0-2 the best going up against the 0-2 Smasher. Both bots desperately need a win, but only one of them is going to get it. Let's see who it will be. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. The two bots meet head to head, and already the grinding disc of the best has fallen off, but it doesn't matter because Smasher has tipped onto its side. It can't solve right, and in less than 9 seconds, the best has won this fight. They've lived up to their name, and they may just be the best bot in the box right now because they're the last one standing. The best finally gets a win this season. Smasher unfortunately goes to 0-3, just couldn't do much despite how hard they hit. In fact, they hit so hard they ripped the entire weapon off of the best. That would have been bad if it weren't for the fact that immediately after that, they fell over, they couldn't self-right. You see the disc going there, but it doesn't matter. Just the best using their body as a weapon, spinning around to Smasher on its side, and they lost the fight just like that. Up next, we have the 1-1 Jekyll and Hyde going up against the 0-2 Sword and Shield. Enough chitter chatter. Let's head down to the box. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Jekyll gets a good flip on the Sword and Shield, and already Sword and Shield on the side. Oh, and now the arena, the fight is over. Just like that, another quick fight. You know, they say in sports the replay should never be longer than the fight, but unfortunately that's going to be the case right here. Only 2 flips happened, and only 2 flips needed to happen. Jekyll got him 1 flip to get him near the side of the wall, and then another just to get him out of the arena then and there. There isn't much else to say. Sword and Shield goes 0-3. They're out of competition. At 2-1, Jekyll and Hyde should be getting to the tournament, and just a very dominant win right off the bat. I think now is as good a time as any to take a look at one of the bots that will be in our special main event. It's the amazing Crusher bot, 87. For our next matchup, we have a really unlucky 0-2 bot going up against a very lucky 2-0 bot. The 0-2 bot in question is Rotator. Despite how dangerous their weapons potentially are, they've been doing pretty badly. They've lost 2 decisions back-to-back to control bots, and they've just been bullied in all of their fights. They're doing pretty bad. If they don't win this fight, they're out of the competition. And their opponent is very violent, which despite how it looks is actually 2-0. They tore Jerry apart somehow, and they did the same thing to Zero somehow. We don't know how this bot has gotten this far, but have they met their match in Rotator? We're about to find out. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Remember, there's a lot on the line for Rotator, as this is their last chance to get a win. Very violent, doing its strange things. They lose their grabbing arm. They don't really care. They use their body as a flipper, and they put Rotator on their side, and I think that might be it. Rotator can't seem to self right, And this is going to be a heartbreak. They're getting counted out. I didn't think this fight would end this way, but it has. And just like that, Rotator's dreams of winning the giant disc have come to a tragic end. While Very Violent will go 3-0. Very Violent, I don't know how it keeps winning, but it does. It is doing some kind of weird wrestling moves. It did lose its top grabbing arm, but it didn't mean anything. They immediately pushed Rotator into the wall. Then they used those lifting arms to push their body into Rotator, getting him stuck on the side. And for some reason, Rotator, despite their best efforts, just couldn't get down from there. Very Violent, a very strange and unique robot. I didn't expect them to go 3-0, but here we are. And unfortunately, we say goodbye to Rotator. Better luck next year. For our next matchup, we had the return of the 2-0 deadly bar spinner, Wave. This robot has just destroyed everything in its path. It's been on an absolute rampage, and they might just be able to go 3-0. The bot standing in their way is Glass, a vertical spinner who's 1-1, but has a lot of potential. With all that out of the way, let's head down to the box. Three, 2, 1. Let the bot battle begin. Are we in for another quick fight? Could be with these two heavy-hitting spinners. Very easy for one to get destroyed. They go weapon to weapon. Ooh, huge hit there by Wave. Wave very powerful in that bar spinner, but so is Glass. Glass just not afraid to go weapon to weapon. You gotta make sure they don't get tipped over. That's how they lost their first fight. They couldn't self-right. So they gotta make sure not to take any more of those side stocks. And Wave, oh, another huge hit. Oh, right to the back. Wave just showing what they can do. Really well driven. Glass has got to be careful. They can't keep taking this shot. Oh, that was a huge shot right there. They just uppercutted Wave and put him on their side. Wave self-righted though, so that's pretty good. But oh, Wave getting stuck near the screws. That's pretty bad. Oh, are they stuck in the screws? They're stuck on the screw box. And Wave could be done just like that. Or never mind, they drive off the screws. Expert driving there. Wave, but they're getting back to the corner and they can't spin up while Glass definitely can. Wave got to get out of there. They do successfully. Oh, another huge hit there from Glass. These two spinners going head to head. And already this fight has lasted longer than our previous free fights. Those free fights are very quick KOs. But these two spinners are durable and they are ready to kill each other. Glass falls on its face. It can self-right from there though. But it can't self-right from any other orientation. So they got to be really careful here. Wave getting hit once again. Backed into the screws. They got to be very careful. These two spin. Oh, huge uppercut there by Glass. Glass is, oh, a giant hit by Glass. That vertical spinner is so powerful. Luckily, Wave has a little stick thing on the top to help himself right, but I gotta get up faster or else Glass is gonna just rip him to pieces. Wave, they can self-right, but not too easily. They definitely lost some control points there in the event this goes jet. Oh, another huge hit there. And Wave put on their side once again. Wave just keeps getting pushed in that corner. Glass may be a vertical spinner, but it really acted like control bot of how well they're controlling this match. Glass, oh, that's bad. They lose one of their stabilizing feet at the front. That's pretty bad damage. They might be top heavy now. They might fall on their face more. That could be pretty bad, but they don't care. They're going to keep hitting Wave as much as they can. Oh, another huge hit there, and Wave just not getting the chance to fight back. Glass just, oh, slams right into Wave. Wave's put onto the wall once again. We're under a minute left, and Wave looking pretty bad right now. They haven't taken any major damage, but Glass just really winning and controlling aggression. That should help if this goes to the judges. Oh, Wave just literally driving on the wall. Those are some neat tricks. If this was any other wall, they'd be out of the arena. Wave, oh, there goes the self-riding stick on Wave. Glass just ripped off the self-riding stick on Wave. This is bad. If they get him flipped over, they can win this fight. Without that little thing, they can't self-ride. That's major damage in control and aggression. All points going to Glass. They should win. This goes to the judges. And with less than 10 seconds to go, that's what's going to happen. Glass falls on his face once again. But it doesn't matter. No matter what happens, we'll be going to the judges to find out which one of these heavy spinners will win this match. Honestly, the fact that this fight went to full 3 minutes is nothing short of a miracle. These two spinners definitely could have ended the fight then and there at any point in time, but they didn't. They were both just so durable, and they were not afraid to go weapon to weapon. These are some of the greatest hits we've ever seen. Possibly one of the best fights we've ever seen, at least for this season. Glass, they did get a lot of uppercutting blows, just tossing Wave around as much as they could. Wave's spinner was deadly, but he just kept getting in their face and prevented them from spinning up every now and then. Eventually, they got some major damage. They tore off the self-riding pole right before the fight ended. But they took some damage themselves with their stabilizing stick. I wonder who's going to win. We have a unanimous decision. The winner is Glass. Since we reached the halfway point of the episode, it only makes sense to show off the next bot that will be in our spectacular main event. It's a full body spinner, Mr.Slice. Next up, we have Super Hot, who's 0-2, going up against Slick, who's 1-1. Both of these bots are axe bots, and both really want to win. Let's see who'll get it. Let's head down to the box. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Super Hot on the attack, bringing out a little pickaxe right now. Slick turns around. Oh, and they fire their hammer in retaliation, trying to see who has the better firepower. Speaking of fire, look at all those flames coming out of Super Hot for reasons I'm not sure of. Super Hot just trying to attack the front of Slick. That's a pretty risky move considering that's where the hammer is, but they don't really seem to care. Slick pushes them into the wall, and already, oh, the entire left or right, I'm not really sure, an entire side Super Hot has come off, and right now they're being smashed to pieces by the hammer of Slick, and more and more pieces flying everywhere. Oh my god, Super Hot has just been annihilated. They're in pieces. This fight is done. We are over. We don't even need a count out. Super Hot just smashed like a bug. Slick goes 2-1, while Super Hot goes 0-3 and goes out with a bang, just smashed into pieces. Super Hot tried to get some attacks in on Slick, but it was clear pretty heavily whose weapon was more powerful. Slick, just an absolute monster, literally smashed them like a bug into pieces, completely obliterated. It was so bad we didn't even need a count out. The fight is over, and Slick is looking pretty good going into the top 32. I hope to see more destruction from them. For our next fight, we have the 0-2 Caution going up against the 1-1 Barnacles. Both of these bots have multiple weapons to choose from, so there's so many ways this fight could go. Which modular robot will come out on top? Let's find out. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Both these bots had many choices of weaponry, but for this match, Barnacles has gone up their egg beater and some claws on the back, while Caution has gone with the horizontal spinner yet again. They rip off a side panel of Barnacles. Now their treads are exposed. They can cut those treads off like what 87 did. Oh, they can do some more damage just like that. They just need a good shot on the treads, and they can immobilize Barnacles just like that. Oh, and they do more damage. There goes the claws. And right now, Caution is definitely winning on damage. They rip off the side panels and the claws on the back. Huge weapon-to-weapon hit there. And, oh no, it would seem that the spinner of Caution has stopped working. Barnacles, they're the only one with an active weapon now. Caution just trying to do something now, but without that weapon, they can't do any more damage. They were on top at first, but now Barnacles the only one with an active weapon, and this is their chance to get damage points back, and I think they already have. They have better traction with those treads. They're just so powerful, capable of pushing anything. And just like that, we're down in 2 minutes, and parts are already across the box. Yes, Barnacles has taken some damage, but now they're ready to dish out some more damage. They already have. Just that big weapon-to-weapon hit early has disabled the weapon of Caution, and now this is going to be basically a pushing match. Hopefully Barnacles, oh, they're really good at pushing with those treads. I've already said that. And right now, Caution, they need to battle back here. They did do some damage, but they need to... Oh, pushing him around. That's pretty good. Barnacles backing up. Not a lot going on here. Oh, riding up the back wedge of Caution. That's good control. And so is that. Caution pushes Barnacles into the wall. That is good control. That should help them if this goes to the judges. We're having a great match. And oh, Barnacles, what was that? They almost drove onto the screws. I don't know what that was about. Just these two bots. A lot to lose here. A lot to gain. Barnacles 1-1. They're really on the bubble. Caution at 0-2 needs this win to even be considered for the top 32. And the two bots just doing everything they can. It's kind of close so far. They may be even on damage. Control and aggression might be even too. And this is anyone's game as it would see. But Barnacles just has a superior traction power. Caution might want to use that wedge on the back now that their spin is out of commission. Oh, is Caution okay? They got stuck in the corner last time. Oh, but they get out this time. Caution just trying to get to the side of Barnacles. They can't do that much damage to the treads without that spinner anyways. But maybe they can try to pull one off anyways. Barnacles, a little near miss from Caution. About 20 seconds left in the match. And honestly, this could be anyone's game. Barnacles is trying to push around the Caution. Caution coming away. Sorry if this commentary is boring. There just isn't a lot going on in this match. And we're going to be going to the full 3 minutes. There's only about 13 seconds left. And I don't think any of these bots are just going to randomly die. This has been a really even back and forth fight. I wouldn't want to be a judge. But we're going to the judges. That's how it is. Let's find out who's going to win. Well, this was definitely an interesting fight. The two bots doing everything they can to destroy the other. Caution did a good job of destroying the side panels of Barnacles. They also managed to tear off the back claws. That was some good damage. Barnacles going weapon to weapon. And on this hit right here, they hit him so hard the weapon on Caution just broke. And from there on out, Barnacles was basically in the lead. They lost some control points by getting pushed around, but I think they made up for it. I wouldn't want to be a judge for this fight. We have a split decision. The winner is Barnacles. And here we are. We have finally reached our long-awaited main event. It's 87 taking on Mr.Slice in a battle of control versus damage. Let's start with 87. It is easily the best control bot we've ever seen and very damaging as well. They have a powerful crusher capable of just ripping a bots apart in a slow, methodical way. And if they are careful with their shots, then they can easily end this fight with just one bite. Although I think it's pretty obvious to say that Mr.Slice is not going to make getting that one bite in easy. Literally the entire body is a weapon, and a very dangerous one at that. They have destroyed both their opponents in absolutely brutal fashion, and they're hoping to add 87 to that list of victims as they improve to 3-0. Both of these bots are so dangerous in their own ways, and both could easily end this fight within a few seconds. Who will die a horrible death, and who will go 3-0 and get a top seed in the top 32? Only one way to find out. Let's head down to the box. Three, 2, 1. Let the bot main event begin. Oh, huge slam by 87, pushing Mr.Slice into the wall, stopping him from spinning up. It is exactly what they wanted to do, stop them from spinning up and just grab them as much as they can. But now Mr.Slice has spun up. They're getting some distance between the two of them. 87 keeping that front wedge pointed at Mr.Slice, making sure they don't hit any of their delicate parts. They are losing a few pieces, but they're not too bad. Pushing them into the other corner, and here comes the pulverizer. This is what 87 was meant to do, control the match. Oh, but it can't control the match anymore as their crusher is completely gone. And this is now Mr.Slice's fight. They're turning pieces. Oh my god, it just ripped 87 in half. The fight is over to nothing but a pair of wheels. We don't even need a count out. This fight is done. And just like that, 87 has been completely obliterated. And Mr.Slice will now go 3-0 with 3 dominant wins. This fight was just absolutely brutal. 87 did have a chance to do something. They got one big bite. It was pretty good. But then eventually Mr.Slice did what they did best. They spun up the speed and they tore 87 apart piece by piece until there was nothing left. 87 a really tough control bot. The Mr. Slice was just too powerful and too strong. 87 just down for the count. Mr. Slice will be a huge threat going into the tournament. Can't wait to see more of this destructive power. And just like that, we have reached yet another incredible night of amazing action-packed fights. Just to recap, the Best smashed his way to victory against Smasher. Sword and Shield got tossed by Jekyll and Hyde. Very violent rotated Rotator. Glass won the brawl of a lifetime against Wave. Slick stomped out the fire of Super Hot. Caution wasn't cautious enough when dealing with Barnacles. And in our main event, Mr. Slice turned 87 into a ghost of a robot. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. We'll see you next time.